think it's kind of time. I think it's time to flow. I think it's time to start this podcast so they can know the right tips and strategies that bring success and cause heaven on earth in our business. But this is all true because he changed the game. It brought the kingdom to every soul representing his name. Now position yourself in him to be blessed and bring heaven on earth in your business. It's about the time, and now it's going down, and we ain't letting nothing stop it, ain't no slowing down. Yeah. It's Kingdom Marketing Secrets, and every single week you gotta do this. It's about the time, and now it's going down, and we ain't letting nothing stop it, ain't no slowing down. Yeah. It's Kingdom Marketing Secrets, and every single week you gotta do this.
Welcome to Kingdom Marketing Secrets, where you'll hear the best tips, tactics, and takeaways, and any other cool words starting with T, so you can advance your business online the Kingdom way. Welcome your host, Christopher Harold.
All right. What's going on, everybody? What's happening? It is your host with the most, Christopher Harold, the Kingdom Marketing Superman, coming to my home office here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and welcome to the next weekly live free Kingdom Marketing Secrets training. If you can hear me, we're going live on multiple platforms right now. If you can hear me, type in the chat live. If you're here with me live. If you're here with me on Zoom, type in the chat Zoom, so I know wherever you guys are watching this from. If you happen to maybe watching the replay, because right now I think we're going live on multiple places, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, a few different places. So if you can hear me right now, let me know if you can hear the sound of my voice. Type in the chat, yes. Let me know if you can hear me, and if you can see me, let me know. Type in the chat, yes. That way there are no tech issues. If you can't, then we have some problems. So if you can hear the sound of my voice, type in the chat. If you hear me on Zoom, wave at me. Let me know if you can hear me. I want to make sure that I'm not here just rambling and y'all can't hear me. Can y'all hear me? I need someone to communicate. If you can hear me. I guess y'all can't hear me. That's not good. Let's see. All right. There we go. All right. I was wondering if the communication was coming through. Because you can't hear me, guys. That's no good. All right, so, okay, all right. Y'all can hear me? Cool. Awesome. Do me a favor, type in the chat where you're chiming in from. If you're here with me on live on Zoom, also too, we're going to put the Zoom link in the chat. So if you're watching this on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, wherever, let's put the link in the chat for everybody there, Eunice, so they can, if you want, you can hop on the party and join us here on Zoom, because one benefit by being on Zoom is when I'm done with the training today, you can ask me questions. I won't be able to answer questions like on YouTube. I can't be looking on YouTube. I can't be looking on LinkedIn. I can't be looking on Instagram and Facebook, all that good stuff, right? So we're putting the Zoom link in the chat. You want to join us? Come on, join us. There should be a link in the chat. You can come and join us here on Zoom. If you can't, just type in the chat right now where you're chiming in from. And if you guys coming on Zoom right now, type in your chat where you're coming in right now. I see Colorado. I see Virginia, Jim in Colorado, Virginia. All right, Virginia in Virginia. Awesome. I love it. All right. Kevin in Vancouver. What's going on, Kevin? Opal in New York. All right. Awesome. So wherever you guys are watching this, in Vancouver, I see Chi-Town. All right. Dr. Pierre, good to see you again. All right. Well, awesome. Good to see you all. Look like Anthony's coming up. Awesome. Well, good deal. I guess you guys can hear me. You can see me. So what you might be seeing, if you guys seeing the stream right now, you might be seeing a different title, because I did a pivot today. Literally, I did a pivot about an hour or so ago. And I'm always thinking, like, what can help either my clients, my clients inside my God's Masterpiece Rapid Success System High Performance Program, I'm always thinking, how can I get them faster results? And for my other students out there, I have a lot of different students who are part of my other courses, things of that nature, and a lot of folks who connect with me and follow me on social media as well. And I'm always trying to provide great value to you. And so I did a pivot. So today, I'm going to talk about subconscious selling. I think this is so needed and so important and an awesome topic, guys. I'm going to share with you some awesome nuggets today. So I did a pivot. So some of you might see a title that may say something else. Don't worry, it's going to be even better than that. It's going to be good as well. But it should say subconscious training. Don't know what happened. We had a disconnect with the technology. Technology is something else, guys. But we live in a day and age where we need to learn how to leverage it. All right. So awesome. So I'm excited you guys are with me. So can everybody hear me? You can see me. If so, I'm gonna get started, guys, as well. All right. So let's do this. I'm excited to share this training with you. Got some powerful things to share with you guys. Subconscious seller. All right. Detroit's in the house. All right, Detroit. Good to see all you all here with me on Zoom. Again, you want to join us on Zoom? The link is in your chat. Feel free to pop on and join us. All right. So let's do this. All right. So let me go back to the slides here. Hope you guys been liking my intro. Your boy be jamming. All right. So here's the deal. This will tell you if you are in the right place. Okay. If you're in the right place, if you happen to be a coach, and when I say coach, I'm not talking about sports coach, right? I'm a sports coach as well. But I'm talking about, business coach, weight loss coach, fitness coach, writing coach, personal development coach, career coach, wellness, finance consultant, anything like that. If you're a coach, a consultant, or an online course creator, or a service provider, maybe you provide services for other people, right? If you're one of these 4 categories, then you are in the right place, right? And if you're currently selling right now online, if you currently are engaging in sales right now online, right? You got an offer you're selling, and it's a valuable offer for the marketplace. If so, you're in the right place. If you want to get more dream clients, right? You want to get ideal clients. There's nothing like that. You're in the right place. And you want to create more impact. See, it's not just about making money for ourselves. It's about the impact that we can create. If that is you, then you are in the right place. All right, you're in the right place. Now, I do a lot of call and response. So I need you guys to respond with me. Is that cool? You guys with me on Zoom? All right, I do a lot of call and response. Is that cool? Let me know. Someone say, yeah. Let me hear some voices right now. Someone do me a favor, unmute yourself. Let me hear some voices right now. If you're grateful to be alive today, let me just somebody unmute yourself and just let me know. Say hello, thank you, God, whatever's on your heart and mind. But if you're grateful to be here today, guys, sometimes we got to sit back and just thank God just for breathing this oxygen, right? Hey, just for being here, right? Awesome. What's up, Kevin? Good to see you,
very
man.
much, sir.
Awesome. Good to see you. So yeah, just thank God just for being here, right? Sometimes we got to just, if I offend you guys with saying God, well, I'm not going to apologize for that, right? This is who I am, right? But sometimes we just got to sit back and just be grateful for the small things that we tend to take for granted, right? So good to see you guys. All right, so just be grateful. Here's a nugget. If you're ever feeling discouraged, disappointed, things are not going the way you hoped in your business, sit back and take out a piece of paper or like a journal and create yourself like a gratitude log. Now, this is free. I don't know why God got me sharing, but I feel inspired to share this with somebody today. Sometimes, I'm turning my fan on. Sometimes we got to sit back and just reflect because we can get so caught up in what we don't have. We can get so caught up in things not going our way. I'm speaking to myself. That we tend to miss out, forget the things that we do have. And so many people do, right? So sit back, you ever feeling that way, and make a journal of thanking God what you do have, right? It'll be small, just having roof over your head, clothes on your back, health in your body, right? So just things like that. So Never get to the point where you cannot be grateful. All right. So don't know who that was for, but whoever it's for, please receive that. So question, who here right now is selling right now online? Type in me in the chat, or let me know if you are selling right now online. Say, I am. I want to know, who am I speaking to? If you are selling right now online, type in I am. All right. Yes. You're selling right now. You got a product or service right now. You're selling. Type in me. All right. And what I'd like to know, I'm curious, is what is your primary method for client acquisition that you're using right now? What is your primary method? So if you are selling right now, say I am. And what is your primary method for client acquisition right now? I'm curious. I'd like to know. Put that in the chat. Can y'all hear me or am I muted again? Okay, y'all can hear me? All right. Kevin said referrals. Okay. Anybody else selling right now? And what's your method for getting clients? I'm just curious to know who I am talking to. Anybody else selling right now? Yep. Kevin's the only one selling. About all y'all here? Can't be. Type in the chat, guys. Type in the chat. And I need everybody to participate. Here's the deal. The more you participate, the better this will be. This is not you going to some college class. I'm here to lecture you. This is active participation. So if I'm asking you a question, it's a reason why. So the more you participate, the better this will be. All right. And on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate the satisfaction with your method of client acquisition and your business right now? Okay, some folks just say you're just getting okay. Welcome, Amy. Glad you're here, Amy. Awesome. Amy said just getting on. Okay, so all right. So I asked, who is selling right now? What's your primary method of client acquisition? And how would you rate your business and your method right now? Those are 3 questions. So 1 meaning nowhere near where you want it to be. 10 meaning you can ask me anything more. Okay. All right. I see you. All right. Amy gave it a 1. All right. Arthur Pierre gave it a 3, 2. Awesome. I appreciate you guys' transparency, because that's how we grow. That's how we grow and get better. All right. Well, let's fix that. Now, here's the deal. You are not alone. Let me put this huge disclaimer out there right now. If that is the case, you are not alone. You are in the same place where most people are. Literally. I would say you're in the same place where 97% of all your peers are. Your quote unquote competitors are. All in the same identical place. And the problem is, online, most of us has been pulled in so many different directions. We don't know which way is east, which way is west, right? There are a gazillion people in our ear telling us all these things that we should be doing, right? And it leaves us confused. It leaves us lost. It leaves us stuck, right? Am I right about it? Let me know if I'm right about it, right? And so since we're pulled all over the place, it's very difficult to succeed, right? So it's like tug of war. Everybody's vying for your attention, right? And one day you're trying this, then 2 days later you're trying that, and then 3 days later you own this, right? You're all over the place. And it's like a tug of war, and everybody has their best interest in mind, maybe not necessarily your best interest in mind, right? And so you put all over the place in business. Well, today I'm gonna share with you a simple 2-step rapid success formula to grow your business as well, plus show you the power of subconscious selling. If someone here and you want to sell more effortlessly, let me know. If that's you, say yes. If I have a witness, as they say in that old school church house, I got a witness who wants to sell more effortlessly. Yes, Amy said, heck yes. I love it. Let's go. Amy's ready. I love it. She's on fire. I love it. Awesome. Well, really quick. Anybody here for the first time checking me out? Never been on any of my trainings before, never been on any of my virtual events, master classes, intensives, challenges, whatever. Never bought a course, not a client, anything like that. Okay, awesome. Okay, really quick, I'll give you just a little bit of backstory, who I am and what actually gives me the authority to be before you, because a lot of folks today online are faking the funk. They really don't have any authority. They read a online marketing for coaches, for dummies book. All of a sudden now they call themselves an expert. And so I want to give you just a little bit of background who I am. That way you know more who I am. And like I said, it gives me a little more legitimacy to be before you today. But this is my family here. I am Chris Harrell. We live in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. That's a picture there we took in Miami there on one of our vacations we recently taken. And it's my wife there in the middle, Shay. Her real name's Shalom, but she'll go by Shay. My youngest son in the front right there, Caleb. He's a basketball star. My other son in the back there, Josiah. He's a karate, kung fu, engineering, computer guru. And my daughter, Brianna. She's an all-around amazing young lady. Just graduated from high school last year. Now she's a freshman in college and also works for my business, which is pretty cool as well. And so it's my family. My wife and I have been married since 2002. So that in September, God willing, it'll hit 22 years. It's been 21 years, right? And I'm also a full-time online marketing consultant and business coach. I've been full-time since August 23rd, 2016. I was able to walk in my job, place of employment at that time, and I was able to do what has been done to me over 15 times. I was able to fire my job, so it was the other way around. First, I was able to walk in and let them go. And what I currently do right now is I help high-ticket business coaches, consultants, and course creators who are frustrated with inconsistent sales land their dream clients fast without sales calls using my Rapid Success system. And I love what I do. I'm able to help people, create massive impact, create way more results than they ever did before. And I love it. It's part of my purpose and assignment while I'm here on this planet, and I love it. And I'm also the best-selling author of Kingdom Affirmations. Maybe some of you got my book. If not, we'll get my book. After we're done the training today, go to kingdomaffirmations.com, get a copy of my best-selling book, and I'll give you 5 free bonuses thrown in for you as well. But powerful book. The book has changed lives all over the world. I've authored 2 books. I got another book coming out this year as well. So things have been pretty awesome. But here's the deal. Things have not always been this great. Literally not that long ago, I had $12.06 to my name, 13 days before Christmas, and I was mad. My wife and I were near divorce. I was ticked off at God. I was ticked off at the cat, ticked off at the dog, ticked off at everybody. I went through depression, and I didn't understand. I was hustling. I was working hard. I was doing all the gurus told me to do to grow my business to succeed, doing everything. And I could not get any kind of consistent results, no matter what. I was working at the church. I was tithing. I was doing everything I was told to do to succeed. Yet it wasn't working for me. And for years, I did all these things, and it just yielded up and down inconsistent results. I was told to start a Facebook group. Maybe some of the things, if you're here, you're probably told to do these things as well. Start a Facebook group, invite a lot of people to it. Go and post 7 times a day on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, right? All of a sudden you're going to go viral and people are going to do business with you, right? Or how about this? Create a content video a day on like YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, right? Create all this valuable content. All of a sudden people are going to come to you. Start a Clubhouse room and go, I did this and went live 5 days a week. Clubhouse is funny. I don't use it anymore, but Clubhouse is some of the most successful, brokest entrepreneurs in the world. I'm going to leave it at that. But a lot of people fake the funk on Clubhouse. They're broke. They're not successful at all. But you would think they were when they go to Clubhouse. I was told, go launch an automated webinar. Hey, do this automated webinar. And all of a sudden, people are going to want to give you a lot of money. Or start a podcast. I got a podcast right now called Kingdom Marketing Secrets, right? I launched that in 2020, all right? And didn't got any sales from it, but I did what the gurus told me to do. It's out there. I blog daily. Got a blog called ChristopherHarrell.com. Created that blog. I created that blog around 2013, 2014. I think updated in 2016. Didn't get nothing from it, but I was told to blog because Google gonna pick me up on front page of Google. I'm gonna get all this free traffic. That's what I was told. Then they said post in 20 Facebook groups a day. Post this great value. All of a sudden, folks go want to work with you or go work for free, right? Say, listen, I want to charge you. I just need testimonials, right? Work for free, or do DMs. Inbox 25 strangers a day. These canned scripts, right? Go and like some of the posts, giving these canned responses, and then go DM your offer, right? I'm sure you guys get that all day, right? Or they say, hey, you need to start doing speaking gigs, right? If you do speaking gigs, all of a sudden now people want to become your client, or Go launch a sales call funnel. Do VSLs, do automated webinars, tell folks to DM you, hop on, do these free discovery sessions, do all this stuff, and then go through this sales script, then you're going to get a client. And most of them, overwhelmingly 90% of them, is with tire kickers, freebie seekers, people who simply there to waste your time. People want something for free. They're not willing to invest in themselves. They can't afford your offer, right? They just wanted free coaching. And I did all this stuff. Literally, I would be at the gym working out, and I see someone went and booked a call on my calendar, on my appointment thing, and booked a sales call with me. I would leave the gym. Hey, man, I'm about to go make a sale. I go home, all excited, and they don't even show up for the call. Tire kickers, freebie seekers, they rely on their application, telling me, they got money, telling me they got good credit, telling me their business is here, and lied, right? Because all they wanted was some free coaching. So can anybody relate to this? Anybody been through any of these things as well? Anybody been through any of these things I listed before in your business, right? And you probably got the same similar inconsistent results. That's why you're here, right? And so it literally, look, I pulled all my hair out, like the young lady here. I literally pulled all my hair out because this stuff is too inconsistent. It burns you out. I wasted so much time doing sales calls, so I need to do 50 sales calls a month to hopefully hit 10 grand a month. And it ran me literally crazy. I felt like a slave to my business. I need to post 10 times a day on social media. Ridiculous, all these things people tell you to do just to grow your business. And literally made me want to pull my hair out. And my business was up and down. I might get lucky, right, and get a client this month, but then there's another 3 months with nothing. Then 3 months later, I might get 2 clients, and then there's another 4 or 5 months with nothing. And let's not talk about referrals. Some of you guys say you rely on referrals. Woo. That's just in a bad category as well. You can't build a business off referrals. You can't build a business off networking or word of mouth, right? Those things are too unreliable. You can't build a business with somebody else got to send you business, right? And so all these things here I did, and literally it burned me out. All these things here, I did all of them. And put referral, I went to meetup groups. I did all this stuff too, networking, yeah, all that stuff. And it literally burnt me out, gave me a roller coaster business, and I was on the brink of giving up and wanted to kill myself. Literally. In December, a cold night in December, a couple years ago, in December of 2019, I wanted to end my life. I was in my office, I had my gun, and right next to my Bible, and I heard my 2 sons outside my office playing. And I was so far down, I actually called a suicide hotline. And when I called a suicide hotline, they told me something profound. They said, please hold, you are caller 54. And when they told me I was caller 54, I had an epiphany. And the epiphany was, if I'm caller 54, that means there are 53 other people also thinking about taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem. So what did I do then? I hung up the phone. I cried. I yelled. I cussed. I fussed. God's a big boy. He can handle it. He let me get all this frustration out. And then I heard 3 words, trust and obey. And then after that, God gave me a peace. He told me to get rid of the guru coach I had at that time. He had betrayed me anyway. And he told me just to trust and obey. And eventually, it got to the point where I had to make a decision. And I call it my 3K in a day decision. And this decision was 3 decisions. First, I decided I wasn't just going to pray and wait for a miracle. See, so many people wait for miracles, wait for God to rain down manna from heaven. God said, now you need help. You need to help. You need help. You need guidance. You need personal mentoring and coaching so you can get the best results now. So I made a decision. I wasn't just going to pray and wait for a miracle like so many people do. Second thing, I decided to scrape up every dollar I had, I get access to invest in that mentor. Every dollar, every credit, Visa, Uncle MasterCard. At that time when I had a job, they gave me a 401k. I drained that 401k to zero. Paid the tax penalty, didn't care. I sold stuff out my house. I borrowed money from my mom and my dad. I did what was necessary to change my situation because why? It's insane to keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. And I knew that I could not build a business that God had given me for free. And so thirdly, I decided to pay for personal coaching and mentoring. And when I did, I discovered what I call Kingdom Virtual Events. After flaming out with all the other methods, the sales call, funnels, I hired gurus to do all the things, I flamed out with it. And when I began leveraging what I call the KVE technique, Kingdom Virtual Events, everything shifted and changed for me. In this case, you're wondering, can you truly get clients fast? Yes, with this formula. My coaching business done over $650,000 in the last couple of years using KVEs. These are some payment statements coming in here. Collectively, with my clients inside my Rap Success System, we've done nearly $1 million in earned revenue, leveraging KVEs inside of my God's Masterpiece Rap Success System. Nearly $1 million. Here's some more payment proof statements here. I was able to create a six-figure business in 59 days. The most I'd ever earned in my business was like $30,000. Then I got lucky one year in 2017, 2018, did like $80,000. Then it went back down to $20,000. Remember the roller coaster stuff? I was able to create a six-figure business from complete zero in a brand new coaching business with a brand new audience. I wasn't bringing new people on board. Everything was brand new. New people, new audience, new offer by leveraging the KVE technique. I put myself in the 3% category. Are you aware that less than 3% of all online entrepreneurs generate $100,000 or more per year? Are you aware of that? That's a fact. Less than 3%. I was able to get in the 3% category in 59 days. And I was able to buy my dream car, Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Amazing vehicle, amazing vehicle. I was able to take my family on amazing vacations. We rented out an oceanfront condo, one of our vacations for $10,000. The number one condo spot there. I'm able to take my family all across the world. My family, my kids got passports. My kids are able to see stuff that I was never able to see as a kid. You know, been all in so many different countries in the Caribbean. You know, of course, Disney World, Jamaica, the Bahamas, Grand Turk, Mexico. And my wife been to visit some amazing places. You know, they've been experiencing some amazing things because of the results in my business. Now, also, what's more importantly, I've been able to be a conduit to help the less fortunate. I've been able to donate thousands and thousands of dollars to Kenya. There's an organization in Kenya that we support. And these folks didn't have running water. These folks lived in houses made of mud. These folks didn't have medicine, right? These folks don't have these things that you and I take for granted. Remember I told you earlier, today's lesson today, the small stuff that we take for granted. These folks don't have that stuff. And when I had COVID, they sent me this note here, and it really touched my heart. I literally cried. And they said, we are praying for your rapid recovery here in Kenya, Brother Chris. We witness God's healing power. By the stripes of Jesus, you will be healed. When they sent me this, God gave me confirmation on why it's so important for kingdom entrepreneurs to prosper. Why it's so important for your coaching, consulting, or course creation business to prosper. Not just for stuff you can do for you and your family, which is cool. You can have a nice house, nice car, nice vacation. That is cool, and God is 100% on board with that. But this is the kind of stuff that matters most. This is when we begin to leave that impact on people outside of our reach, outside of our community, outside of our local area, outside of our family and friends. This is what it's all about. Anybody here want to create more impact? I told you earlier, if you want to create more impact, type in impact right now. I want to know I'm talking to the right folks. If you hear this to build your own empire, that's cool. But if anybody here want to create eternal impact and help transform lives, then it's imperative that we get you to sell more in your business. All right? It's imperative. Fast forward to the present, been speaking in front of stages, in front of business owners, entrepreneurs across the world, been interviewed for documentaries, events, podcasts, radio shows, masterminds. I've helped over 2,000 entrepreneurs create more success online as well. And I'm driven to help others create an eternal legacy inside of my high performance coaching program called the God's Masterpiece Rap Success System. You know, one of my clients told me the other day, he said, Chris, I want to thank you. He caught me off guard with this. On one of our sessions, he said, Chris, I want to thank you. I said, okay, thank me for what? He said, you don't realize how much you changed my life. I said, what do you mean? He said, man, I have people now in my program who 2 months ago didn't even know I existed. He said, and now I'm able to help transform these people's lives because of your system, because of your coaching, because of your mentoring. He said, dude, you don't, he said, you may not understand how powerful that is. He said, but brother, that is so powerful. He said, thank you, thank you, thank you. And when he told me that, I was like, wow, I never looked at it like that. Like, I see the impact I make, but like my clients are making an impact on other people, and it all like, it's a trickle down effect. Right? So that's how powerful this is, guys, once you get this skill set and once you begin to do this the right way. It's folks right now who are looking for you and they need you, but they just can't find you. Let's help fix that. Is that cool? Is this good stuff, guys? Is this good? Is that cool? Let me know. Yes, yes. So bottom line, guys, it's not just me winning. My clients are winning. This is Frederick. He used to be under John Maxwell. Most he ever earned under John Maxwell was like $9,000. He's used my system 15 times. He's done almost $200,000, and he's not an online guru whatsoever. He's crushing it now in his business. I got to send him a new plaque now. I send my clients plaques when they hear different income in my program. I got to send them a brand new plaque now for crossing over multiple six figures now. Shalani, she's a business strategist out of Louisiana. She came to me with a $500 offer. I changed it to a $6,000 offer, and now she's done over six figures using my system as well. Ebony, her business increased over 300% from working with me as well. Fred Noble, his business went up 500% in 30 days after implementing my system as well. And Neo Marty, she's a divorce coach in Switzerland, of all places. And she struggled for about 3 years selling her course and program. Very first time she launched my system, she made 2 new sales. So it works. So let's talk about this, guys. Here's the deal. There are 3 areas you must master to succeed online. Okay? 3 areas you must master to succeed online. Traffic, funnel, and sales. Traffic, funnel, and sales. And today, I'm going to talk about the funnel portion and the sales portion, right? And when I say funnel, number one, when I say traffic, I'm not talking about what happens on Interstate 20, right? That's traffic, but in the online marketing world, traffic is the right people. It's targeted people. People who become ideal customers and clients for your offer, right? It's very important you know how to generate that on a consistent basis. I teach that more. If you guys are attending my upcoming virtual event, that we go live in 3 or 4 days, in 3 days. On day 4, I'm gonna teach you how to generate traffic. Amazing traffic. So make sure you guys are coming to my Get Class Consistently 5-day intensive that starts next week. I'm gonna talk about that. We're going to touch on a little bit today is the funnel, which is the sales process, the vehicle that you use, and sales, your offer, right? Most folks don't know how to do this very well, and that's why most folks are stuck and they struggle. That's why most people don't generate $10,000 or more per month in their business, because they don't know how to generate traffic consistently. They don't know they don't have the right sales process to use in their business, and they don't know how to sell their offer or create amazing offers that people would be foolish to say no to, right? They don't know how to make sales, right? So let's talk about this in a little more detail, all right? So let me ask you a question. And today, again, I'm going to talk about subconscious selling, which will be really good. Let me ask you this question. When do your leads or potential clients buy? So I want to take a guess. I'm curious. When do your leads or potential clients buy? I'm going to get my iPad. I'm doing a lot of drawing today. All right. When do your leads or potential clients buy? What do you guys think? All right. Okay, let me see. All right. Put your answers in the chat for me. All right. So let's see. Kimmy says, hey, what's up, Kimmy? As soon as they connect with you, not your offer. Kevin says, when your copy says that's me. Okay. Kimmy, yes. Okay. Impact. Okay. Those are good answers. Now I'm going to give you 7 reasons why people buy. See, and on day number 5 in my Get Class Consistently Intensive, I'm going to dive into this topic way more in depth. I'm gonna teach you how to. I'm gonna teach you some monetization secrets that create high ticket sales way deeper on day number 5 in my Get Clients Consistently Intensive. So you definitely want to attend that next week. All right, let's talk about this. First thing, people buy when they understand that they have a problem you can solve. See, they got to know that they got a problem. Number one. And then once they know that they have a problem, and not just know, but when they fully understand they have a problem, then they have to know that you are the person who can solve their problem. Second thing is when they feel like they know and trust you. I'm going to talk about this more today. But when they feel like they know and trust you, when they know that you understand where they are, people want someone who can empathize with them. I taught this in one of our weekly trainings here a couple weeks ago. The advantage that you have over the gurus, right? The gurus can't relate to people right now gurus can only relate to people who are making $10 million plus or more a year, because that's where they are, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they can't relate to someone who's not making that kind of money. They can't remember when they didn't make that kind of money, right? But so your audience, once they know that you understand where they are, then they want to buy. When they want to achieve the success that you have had, right? I know if you want to create a 6-figure business, I can help you do that. Why? Because I've done it. I know that if you want to create a multiple 6-figure business, I can help you do that too. Why? Because I've done it. Very soon, we're right on the cusp of creating a 7-figure business, right? So if you want to create those things that I've done, guess what? I can help you do so. Well, same thing with your audience. If they know that you've achieved that success, whatever it might be, then they're like, hey, I want to work with that person. Does that make sense? When they are aligned with your mission, culture, and values. See? If they believe what you believe, if they're in alignment with what you stand for, what you value, then people will buy. When they believe in you and your process, right? Your process of helping them get to the end goal, reach that solution, whatever it might be. Like I have my process called a Rep Success System process. Whatever your process is to help your clients or customers achieve the goal, the result that they want, when they believe in you and your process. And when they perceive the value far exceeds the investment. When they perceive that the money on their credit card is less important than what they're going to get in exchange for the solution that you promised they could get, right? In other words, the value that you deliver to them, in their minds, far exceeds the investment amount. So it'd be like someone want to work with me. If I can help you create a 6-figure business in the next 6 months, how much would you be willing to invest for that to happen? Right? 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Heck, that's a deal. You pay $50,000 and you create a 6-figure business for the rest of your life. That's a pretty freaking awesome deal, right? Over the next 10 years, that's a pretty freaking awesome deal, right? But they got to perceive the value far exceeds their investment. We have all these 7 factors, then people will buy, right? Then it's not such an issue of them not buying what you're selling. The problem is most folks don't understand this in great detail. That's why most folks can't make the sales that they want to make. Also, let me ask you a question. Your idea, who here hates selling? Anybody here hates selling or got a problem with selling? You know, that selling makes you feel uncomfortable, right? If you got a problem with selling, it's okay. I'll go ahead and admit it. Then I want to know, what is your definition of selling? What do you believe selling to be? Because some folks have consciously and subconsciously this paradigm about selling And little do they know, it's affecting why people buy or don't buy what you're selling. Right? So what is selling? What is selling? Well, I'm going to give you, here's my definition of selling. And once I got this definition, I became 100% comfortable making offers to people. See, I get it. No one wants to look like the used car salesman, right? And you should not. You should not be selling people junk and taking advantage of people, because you will reap what you sow. That is a promise. But you got to understand what selling is. Number one, selling is godly. Selling is biblical. From Genesis to Revelation, there is selling. In fact, the Bible curses the people in Proverbs who don't sell. There's a verse in Proverbs that says, he who withholds the grain is cursed, but the man who sells is blessed. The Bible says to buy truth, buy knowledge, buy insight. It said buy. It means money. Buy it. So selling is godly. See, religious folks got a messed up mindset about selling. That's why they stuck where they are. But here's my definition of selling that makes me 100% okay making offers. Selling is helping people make a decision to go in a direction they already stated they wanted to go. Selling is helping people make a decision that they already stated they wanted to go. So in other words, what selling is, when someone shows up to my trainings, when someone shows up to my virtual events and intensive, when someone shows up on my email list, when someone shows up in my world, subconsciously what they're telling me is that, Chris, I need help. I need help with getting clients. I need help with getting customers. I need help with generating traffic. I need help. That's what they're telling me, or you wouldn't come into my world, right? And so it's my ethical duty as a person who has invested well over $250,000 in myself to grow, to learn this stuff over many, many, many years. It's my ethical duty, according to God and according to what I'm supposed to do, to give you something to buy that's going to be way more valuable than the money you give me. That's going to help you solve a problem. If I don't sell you something, I can't grow my business. I can't provide for my family. And you know what? You don't really value what I give you. People don't value what they don't pay for. You can give people stuff free all day long. They will not value it no matter how good it is. When do people pay attention? When they pay. When do people value stuff? When they buy. So it's our ethical duty, if we have something that can help change somebody's life for the better, it's godly for us to sell it to them. Is this making sense? So that's all selling is to me. See, I have become comfortable with that. I can sleep good at night by making offers. They're saying, hey, here's an invitation to something that can help you compress time frame, something that can help you solve your problem and make it valuable to you, where you'd be like, okay, that's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't I do this? That's all selling is. Helping people make a decision to go in a direction they already said they want to go. There's missing some words on here. But selling is simply helping people to make a decision to go in a direction they already stated they wanted to go by their actions. So it's you and our ethical duty, you and my ethical duty, you and I, right? Ethical duty to sell. Because selling helps people. And selling is godly. Does this help somebody? Somebody get a breakthrough now with selling? And why is your ethical duty? If the Bible says if you don't sell, if you withhold your expertise, you're like an infidel. Woo. Counting on keeping it 100. If you withhold your expertise and you don't sell it to someone to help them, you're like an unbeliever. And flip side of that, if you're not willing to buy truth, knowledge, transformation, results, you're like an infidel. Because you can't have one without the other. There's always two, a buyer and a seller. And so one of my mentors told me a long time ago, he's done well over $100 million online, said, Chris, the best sellers are the best buyers. He said, so Chris, if you want to succeed online, start loving to buy from others. It sounded crazy at first, but he was 100% correct. That's why I love to buy. I love investing in myself because I already know the law of sowing and reaping. God's law said me I'm going to reap way more than I sow. That's a kingdom principle. So I love buying. I love to buy. If you got some of value for me that can help me, I will buy it. Because why? I know it's going to come back to me. I know God's laws. Before, when I was struggling, I used to be stingy. I ain't buying that. They also want to sell me something. I had this messed up mindset about buying and selling, and no wonder I was struggling. No wonder my business was stagnant because I had the wrong kind of stinking thinking. I love when people offer me something to buy. I love it. I love it. A different mindset. That's one of the reasons why we have a successful business. So what is subconscious selling then? Well, it goes even deeper. Here's my definition of subconscious selling. Subconscious selling is understanding the emotion and self-interest of your audience in advance to do them greater good. So we're going to do some deeper stuff, and we're going to go even deeper on day 5 of my intensive. But this is what subconscious selling is, guys. Understanding the emotions and self-interest of your audience in advance to go to do them greater good. Also, knowing your mission. What is your mission and purpose? Do you know it? If so, know your mission by providing goodwill with your audience. This is all part of subconscious selling. What the saying is what? People buy with emotion and we justify with logic. Well, a lot of emotion is subconscious. So know your mission by providing people goodwill with your audience. That's why it's going to be very important that the vehicle that you choose provides goodwill. That's why I asked you earlier, what's your client acquisition method? Because most of them are flawed in the area of goodwill. And thirdly, wrap everything around what you do around goodwill. In other words, give what I teach all my clients, RIA, results in advance. Results in advance. See, we got to understand how people are wired. Let me show you how people are wired. See, I'm going to put on my iPad now. See, how are people wired? Well, this is how people are wired, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, here. And deep down inside, are wired. This is how every human is wired. From emotions and justify by logic, but that's on this side. It goes even deeper. We understand the self-interest that people have. What brought you here was your self-interest, right? And you may not think about it because why? It's subconscious. We don't think about our heart beating, do we? We don't think about our lungs expanding and contracting for us to breathe in God's oxygen, do we? Why? Because this is all part of our subconscious. See? So once you begin to understand how people are wired subconsciously, and you can begin to help them, and well, guess what? And make more sales for your business as well. So once you begin to remind people, understand this, how your products and services can truly help them but more importantly, help their self-interest. The things that I know a lot of people try to sell online. I've had some clients that come on board and they're like, Chris, I don't understand why this is selling. I said, the reason why it's not selling is because you're thinking about you. I said, it don't matter what you want. It matters what your audience wants. You're not going to buy your own stuff. So is that the case? You have to learn how to create an offer that has the full interest of your audience. Is this good stuff? Is this making sense? Let me know this is making sense. Type in yes, yes in the chat. This is making sense. So you got to remind folks how your products and services can help their self-interest and begin to escalate it, right, by triggering emotions. Self-interest first, emotions second. I got a whole other training on emotions I don't have enough time to dive into right now. But is this making sense? So goodwill should be the whole thing you do for someone. If someone's over here and they're struggling to overweight, right, and they want to be over here, right, you got to have something that can provide goodwill to get them here, right? Because subconsciously, when someone is getting goodwill, what's happening at the same time? Something I always teach called the KLT factor is increasing. The know, like, and trust factor. And people do business with those who they know, like, and trust. Again, all internal stuff. This is internal stuff, guys. Is this making sense? Is this good stuff? Right? Now, I teach a whole another dynamic on RIA. I won't have enough time to dive into this now, but I'll probably share it in the intensive where I teach you how to create results in advance for your audience and different steps. So in the intensive, I probably teach this in one of the VIP sessions in more detail. All right, I got something else I need to cover right now. But is this making sense? Is this good? Let me know. Type in the chat if this is making sense. If this is good. Let me know. Type in the chat yes, yes, or something like that. Let me know this is good. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So the question is how to make sales faster then. If this is subconscious selling, how can we make sales? Let me ask you guys a question. This may sound stupid, but let me ask you a question. When do you want sales in your business? Someone unmute yourself and tell me. When do you want sales in your business? Someone tell me. Unmute yourself and tell me. When do you want sales in your business? I hope. Can y'all hear me? You want sales what? Now, right? Yesterday, right? Now. All right. Kevin yesterday. Anthony yesterday, right? Now. If you don't have to delay the sale, why delay it? See, folks don't think about this. Folks don't think about this when choosing a method or a client acquisition strategy. If you don't have to delay the sale, because when you make a sale, it's not just you getting money. Now you can help people solve their problem. When people invest in my Rep Success System program, right? It ain't them giving Chris money. It's like, now I can help you get the results that you've been after for the last several years or your struggles or whatever, right? I can help you finally get a system, a predictable, reliable, consistent system to help you generate dream clients on demand, right? So, and we can do it a lot faster than other things out there. It's proven. So, how do you make sales faster, right? Well, you got to understand the sales scale and buyer timeline, all right? So let's talk about that. Sales scale and buyer timeline. Let's go back to my iPad. Now, you may not be aware of this, but there's a sales scale. Sales scale basically is it's a scale where every single potential client of yours is on when they come into your world, right? And when someone comes into your world, they're somewhere on this sales scale, okay? And what happens is we have to take someone from a 0 to a 10 in order for them to buy. Right? So if someone comes into your world, into your funnel, and your funnel, again, is not software. A funnel is simply the method or vehicle that you use that takes a complete stranger to a buyer. A funnel is not software. The software you use is part of a funnel. A funnel is a method, or I like to say sales process or vehicle that you use that takes a complete stranger to a buyer. Okay? That's a funnel. You can go buy software all day long and you still won't be making sales because it's way more than buying software. So don't get fooled by buying software. But the point is that we got to be able to take people from 0 to 10 in order for them to buy. Okay? So, you got to understand this. It's hard. It's hard to get people from a 0 to a 10 where they're ready to buy with certain methods out there. Think about it. How hard it is. You think someone is going to become, let's say for instance, you got a $10,000 offer. If a complete stranger goes and watches a 15-minute video sales letter, wouldn't that be pretty hard to get someone to say, okay, here's $10,000, not knowing you from Adam? It'd be very hard. How about someone you send someone directly to an order page where they go and watch it and they're supposed to give you $10,000. Very hard to do that. Auto webinars. I did that. Where you send someone to go watch a little 30-minute automatic webinar and they go book a sales call, right? Then you go to your whole script and you try to sell a $10,000 plus offer. Very hard because you go to your sales script, then you go into a bunch of overcoming objections, not letting me get off the phone, right? And feeling all these kind of things, right? So it's very hard to do those things. Posting content on social media, trying to go viral. That is very hard because it's inconsistent, it's unreliable. You got to deal with the algorithm online. Tell me my line. 1 minute you can do a post, you may get 100 likes. Next day you do a post, you may get 2 likes. Then 3 days later you do a post, you may get 10 likes. Then 4 days later you do a post and you may get 500 likes. It's up and down, inconsistent, unreliable. There's no rhyme or reason to viral content marketing. So it's a very dangerous way to build your business. So all these things, posting content, trying to launch a podcast, trying to do a VS video sales letter, doing an automated webinar, all those things, are very hard to get someone to go from a 0 to a 10. Why? Well, because there's not enough KLT happening with those methods. No liking and trusting. And more importantly, there is not enough value. Now see, back in 2014, this stuff could work. 2014, webinars like this, all this kind of stuff, sending me right to a sales page. 2014, that stuff could work. 2024, it doesn't work anymore. In 2024, those things do not work. Those things don't work anymore. They just don't. Why? Because people nowadays know what's up. They know if they come on a little video, they're going to try to get in the book a call. They're going to try to sell them. They already know, and because it lacks value. People want to experience something. People want transformation. People want real value. Is this making sense? So when you're looking at timelines, guys, let me draw out a timeline. if this is the timeline, and this is in months, and say it's 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12, and so on, right? Timeline meaning for someone to become a buyer over here, right? The outcome is still the same, a buyer. Well, the method that you choose is important, right? So if you're choosing, referrals, like some of you guys said, that's unpredictable, reliable, or automated webinars, or VSLs, or like Facebook groups, things like that, or, posting on social media, trying to rely on organic, viral blogging, those kind of things. You are prolonging the sales process. Why? Because people need more content, more touch points from you. Because again, they're not going to move up this scale with a little 5-minute video. They're going to move in slow increments. And maybe in about a year, for someone going from 0 months to 12 months, maybe in a year, that person will finally convert. But why wait a year if you don't have to? See, this is what I thought when God told me trust and obey. I started examining my methods. I was doing the sales call funnels. I was doing the automated webinars. I was doing the content. I was doing the podcast. I was doing the Facebook groups. I was doing the DMs. I was doing all these things to try to get people to become a client. And if they did buy, it would literally take, I would go back and look like, man, this person been on my email list for 2 years. So if I don't have to choose a method that takes a longer conversion period, a longer sales cycle, why do it? And then when I discovered Kingdom Virtual Events, I noticed its buyer timeline was more like this, right? So it can take 3 to 12 months with the other methods, but the KVE shortened up the process. So literally, if I do a 5-day virtual event, I got day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Not month 1, month 3, year 1, year 2, but days. And what happens is someone who is cold over here, each day they show up, they get value, they get ahas, they get nuggets, they get, don't put transformation, they get all these things each day. When I make an invitation to work with them long term past 5 days, my sales conversions are a lot easier and a lot faster because of what? What's been happening every single day. So literally they move for someone who's cold, and each day they're cold, but each day they're moving hot, turning hot, where now when I make an invitation, they're ready to buy. So literally I can have a complete stranger who doesn't, I've done this several times, doesn't know me from Adam or Eve, will show up at my 5-day virtual event. I call Kingdom Virtual Event. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. And because I give them value, ahas, nuggets, paradigms, all these results, right? They're like, oh my goodness. Their mindset is this. If I'm getting this kind of result from Chris, from this short amount of time, and I didn't invest pretty much anything to get in there, I wonder what it's like to be part of his main program. So subconsciously, that's what they're thinking, subconscious selling. So I choose a process that subconsciously can allow me to compress time frames and make sales faster than other things out there. Everything can work. There are some things that are better and faster, guys. That's all I'm saying. Everything can work. But there's some things that are better and faster. And me, time is of the essence. I may not have another 50 plus years on this planet. So to me, I value time more than money. So I use my money to buy time. That's why I invest in coaching and training and mentors and in systems. Because why? That's going to give me the freedom to do the things I truly want to do. To travel, to create more impact, to coach my kids in sports or whatever it is, right? So I value that. I value time more than money. Because money come and go. Time does not. 24 hours, 7 days a week, God has given each one of us. And each day passes with one day less we have on this planet. Right? So each day they're going from cold to warm to eventually hot because of this process. Is this making sense? And because why? They're getting quick wins. They're getting transformation. And the know, like, and trust factor is increasing each day. Techniques and methods and compress it into 5 days. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't that? Only make sense, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yes, yes. So why Kingdom Virtual Events? Well, it's moving past the old way to the new way. The old way, stuff we talked about earlier, right? The new way, Kingdom Virtual Events, because people want real transformation. They want real experiences. They want real community. They want real coach, they want real contact and connection with people today. Because literally, the benefits, there's so many. But number one, it gives you authority positioning. You don't have to be a guru anymore to create a successful business. This positions you as an immediate authority. This gives your clients results in advance, right? They get real results in advance. Guess what happens? They want more of that from you. See, most things out there are like, buy my stuff first, and then I'll help you. Virtual Events say, you know what? Let me give you real results first, and then they want to buy your stuff. Woo! That's good. Is this making sense? Let me know. Audience connection, stage experience. It grows your tribe. People want to be around like-minded people. It leverages kingdom laws. The Bible says to taste and see that the Lord is good. This is a taste and see method. People get to experience what it's like working with you in advance before they have to invest the $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, right? It's a taste and see. Also, the Bible talks about God is not mocked. For whatever you sow, you're going to reap, right? It's a law of sowing and reaping. You're planting seeds, you're going to reap a harvest. Powerful. It makes you much more visible. See, you can stand out from everybody else doing all the same thing online. You can post content till you're blue in the face and you can sound and look like everybody else. Right? Just clogging up the feed. This here makes you stand out from everybody else. And you don't want to be seen like everybody else. Because if you're doing what everybody else is doing, you're going to get what everybody else is getting. And statistics say that 97% of coaches are struggling. They don't have a successful business. So don't do what the masses are doing. It increases your reach. We got clients who've reached multiple people, multiple different avenues and industries because of their virtual event. It filters out time wasters and tire kickers. One of the things that used to kill me by my sales calls, I told you guys earlier, I used to have a calendar full of calls. That's not a problem. People would book calls all day long. They would lie on their applications. And then 90% of them were time wasters, tire kickers, and freebie seekers. This here eliminates their process. I can do a 5-day, what I call KVE, and I know the folks who were with me on day 4 and day 5, those are the best people for me. Someone may show up on day 1, and guess what? After day 2, they're gone. Good. I didn't waste my time talking to them because most likely they wasn't a good fit. Unlike a sales call, you don't give someone 90 minutes of your life and you can't get it back. This is one too many. Instead of doing one-on-one calls, guys. I'm able to share one too many at the same time. And those who are ready to go to the next level, guess what? It filters out the ones who are not. And it's awesome. It shortens the sales cycle. Literally, it can shorten what it takes normally 1 year to get someone to become a customer or a client because of the other methods to get it done in five days. I had a client literally join my program in 2 days. By the second day, he reached out to me and was ready to get in my program. He said, what's the investment? I told him the amount. He wired me the money right to my bank account. He didn't even wait till I gave him the invitation. He was ready because of the value he got in those 2 days. So It compresses time frame. Again, time is of the essence. So it shortens the sales cycle for your potential clients. It consistently fills your program and courses, and it creates an environment where people feel like buying. Buying is, again, you want an environment where people feel like buying, not when they're feeling coerced to buy, not when they're feeling like guilt to buy, but when they want to buy. But to them, it ain't even buying. It's a common sense to get more from you. But they're like, dude, this is common sense. Why would I want to do this? That's how you want to create an environment like that. And so it's a natural filtering process. You need something to filter people, right? Because your time is valuable. So literally, my simple virtual event funnel, we get targeted traffic, we send them to the virtual event, it filters out the right ones, and literally, the ones who are ready, we go to the next level. They invest, and I help them make more money than what they invested with me. That's it. It's not anything complicated. We ain't doing a whole bunch of other stuff people telling you to do. People telling you to do all this stuff, launch all these different podcasts and posts on every platform. No, this is all you need to focus on, and it will work for you. So, like I said, everything can work, but it's like moving from a horse and carriage to a bicycle to a Porsche. So content marketing is good, but it's slow. Launching Facebook groups, same thing. Starting a podcast, social media posts, cold calling, like emailing people or sending DMs to strangers. All this stuff can eventually work, but you got to go through a whole lot of people. You got to send like 10,000 emails to maybe get a client, right? All this stuff is slow. It's good, but it's slow. Now, and referrals and networking. Too inconsistent, too unreliable. Blogging, same thing. Then what's better? Automated sales, webinar to sales calls, but it's still slow because there's not enough value. There's no connection. There's no transformation taking place, right? People don't feel like buying from watching a 30-minute webinar. And they know what sales calls are all about. They don't want to be pitched for 90 minutes. And same thing with the VSL. So it's better than the other things, but it's still very slow. It's slow to the sale. And the very best and the fastest way is live Kingdom virtual events. Some folks call them challenges, but it's the best, literally the best and fastest way to get clients today. It's been proven. All the top people in the industry are doing this for a reason. Because it works. Because it works. We're not going to do anything that doesn't work. And in effect, we'll be replacing the horse and buggy and the bicycle with a Porsche. Both will get you to the end destination. One gets you there a whole lot faster. I'd rather get the Porsche to get there a lot faster. That's just me, right? As a matter of fact, let me share a video with you on how powerful Kingdom virtual events can be. This young lady here in the red, she attended one of my virtual events, and I want you to hear what she had to say after the first day of attending one of my virtual events. Oops, where'd it go?
But I realized that with what I do financial and business coaching. With what I do, my area is economy and as well as education. So thank you so much for taking time to be able to do this. I mean, quite honestly, as a coach, this truly should be valued at least $7,500.
And that's only one day.
Yes. Yes.
$3,500 in one day.
Well, I mean, if you think about it,
that's free.
It is. I mean, people would pay for this for masterminds.
Yes, they would.
Yes. So thank you so much.
Yes, they would. Wow. I can't wait till they get to day 7, man. It's gonna be worth about $100,000 minimum, baby. Are y'all seeing $100,000 check? Day 7, I want $100,000 PayPal notice from all of y'all.
Won't he do it?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it is true. I'm diving a whole lot more. A lot of stuff I'm sharing. No one would ever share this stuff with you. Powerful, guys. She said one day was worth $7,500. So what's the key to success, guys, with Kingdom virtual events? You simply got to learn how to do them right. If you don't learn how, you will fail. I know folks say, I tried virtual events before. I tried challenges. I tried this. It didn't work. Well, yeah. This is like you do a lot of things. If you don't do it right, it's not going to work. It don't matter what you try. If it's working for me, if it's working for my clients, if it's working for some of my peers, obviously it's not the method. It's something you're not doing right. So yeah, if you don't learn how to do it right, you will fail from it. So with that being said, we're going to put some links for you guys right here on Zoom and links on all the platforms online right now. So Eunice, get the links ready. I got first thing I want to do. I created a brand new course, a brand new training course that's called a 6-Figure Kingdom Virtual Event Blueprint. I'm gonna give it to you for free. The link is in the chat. Click that link in the chat. You get access to it for free. All right. Now, and it comes with templates, blueprint training, the whole nine, and it's free. However, there's a catch to it, and here's the catch. Most people don't value what is free. People don't value what they don't pay for. So I'm not giving you this training for it to sit on the shelf. All right. I'm not giving you this and say, "Oh, I got access to this. I can go through it when I want," because that's not true at all. People don't value what they don't pay for. So here's the deal: you got 72 hours to complete it. If you complete it within 72 hours, you can keep it. If you don't, you lose access to it. Because again, here's the deal: it's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours max of training time in there. If you can't go through it in 2.5, if you got 72 hours to go through 2 hours of training. If you can't do that, then maybe you seriously don't want to get the results that you say right now. All right. So that's the catch to it, because people don't pay for stuff. They typically don't value it. All right. And also, we got to put another link in the chat right now. Here's the deal. You heard me mentioning the upcoming intensive that we have. We got a brand new intensive called the Get Class Consistently Intensive. We pushed it back a week to March 4th, because many of you heard my dad went to the hospital. He was in the hospital for several days, and he got discharged 2 days ago. So I had to go home, spend some time with him, and had to push this back. We're supposed to be doing it this week. So for some of you guys, it's going to be awesome. Now you can get into it now. We're doing a brand new Get Class Consistently 5 days to 5-figure months intensive using Kingdom Virtual Events. Simply go to getclassconsistentlynow.com to get access and get your seat to this 5-day intensive. You get 5 days of training and coaching with myself. We're going to dive into the stuff I'm talking about today. We're going to dive into this stuff 100 times more during the intensive. And here's the deal too. When you go and get your ticket right now today, there are 2 tickets. We'll talk about the tickets here in a minute. When you go and get your ticket right now today, I would give you the 6-Figure KVE blueprint as a bonus for free. So you're like, "Chris, I don't know if I can do it in 72 hours. Well, now I will give you that as a bonus, and you have unlimited access to that when you go and get your ticket today. And for tickets, there are 2 tickets. You have a general admission ticket, and then you can upgrade the general admission to a VIP ticket. The amount of the tickets are ridiculously low. You heard what the young lady said, day one was worth $7,500. I should be charging a minimum of $1,000 for this 5-day intensive, minimum, but I'm not. And I might end up changing it real soon, depending on the results from this. So here's the deal. You can go right now and get your general admission ticket for only $27. And you can upgrade that for additional $99 and get the VIP. I highly encourage you to get the VIP ticket. VIP is going to allow you to get access to me. You get personal coaching, Q&A, and a bunch of other bonuses worth over $3,000. Plus, you can qualify for our VIP day bonus as well. So you get your ticket. I highly encourage you to upgrade, but at minimum, get your general admission ticket. The link should be in your chat. We're starting on March 4th. All right. And here is what you will discover in those 5 days. Let me share my screen with you guys. Let's see. Where am I? Okay. All right. Here's what you're going to discover in those 5 days. So when you click that link in the chat, you're going to go right here. So click that link in the chat. You're going to go right here to this page here, and you go to enroll. Here's what you're going to discover. On day 1, we're going to go over avoiding the biggest mistake that keeps struggling coaches and consultants from a 6-figure plus business. Very important that you understand this. I'm not going to read all the bullets here. You can go ahead and read all the bullets yourself. On the different benefits. On day 2, we're going to dive into accelerating the client acquisition journey into 5 days or less. Again, if you don't have to wait a year, why wait a year? I'm gonna show you some nuggets on how to do all that. On day 3, we're gonna begin into designing your Kingdom Virtual event for optimal success. Show you step by step how to do that. On day 4, we're gonna show you how to get the right people to your Kingdom Virtual event. Remember, I told you targeted traffic. I'm gonna show you how to get the right people to it. People who are ready to buy your offer. And on day 5, monetization secrets that creates high ticket sale. A crazy, amazing training you don't want to miss. So I'm gonna share with you some high level stuff that I've learned from some of my mentors who are doing 8 figures or more. So monetization secrets that creates high ticket sales on day 5. All right, so that's what we're gonna cover in those 5 days. So again, it's happening March 4th through March 8th. You simply go to getclassconsistentlynow.com and get your ticket and get your spot for this. I haven't done this virtual event in almost 6 months, so I have no idea when or if I will do another one. So go and get your spot ASAP, because you're going to discover in just 5 days what most online entrepreneurs will never have the chance to learn. And while other people out there right now are continuing to spin their wheels, spending 6 months following the strategy to a dead end, you will have a blueprint that is working right now for landing clients online and scaling your coaching, consulting, or expert business. So again, you can do all these other methods to try to, convert. You can do all those things, or you can begin to get the skill set of leveraging high powerful live virtual events, live Kingdom virtual events. Again, you can be replacing a horse and buggy and bicycle with a Porsche. Money loves speed, success loves speed. So if you're ready to get serious about your business and go all in during this 5-day virtual event intensive, then this is for you. Who is this perfect for? If you sell coaching, consulting, courses, training, or services. You're not making at least 20 grand a month right now. You have big goals, eventually you want to get to 6 figures plus. You do not already have a reliable marketing and sales system. You're ready to go all in on this and give me your focus. You promise to do exactly what I show you, and you want to expand the kingdom of God in the marketplace. And this is perfect. This is who this is perfect for. Who this is not for, you have no idea whatsoever you sell. You're just looking for some kind of side hustle, some little get rich quick business opportunity or something. You got very small goals. You do have a reliable marketing system. You're not willing to invest a very small amount of money into your success, or you don't have, or you're not willing to make the time to do this. Busy folks are always the ones struggling the most. People I notice who struggle the most are the ones who say, I'm too busy, yet they don't have a 6-figure business. And you wonder why, because they're busy doing the wrong things. So this is who this is not for, all right? And if you don't have an offer right now, there's something else I can send you. We got something else we can send you that can help you come up with an offer and a niche. All right, so if you need help with that, just simply reach out to us at support@chrissharrow.com. We can help you with that. But this is who this is not for. So again, go and get your seat right now to the Get Clients Consistently Intensive. We begin March 4th. So go to getclassconsistentlynow.com, get your spot ASAP. And again, I would throw in the 6-figure KVE blueprint as a bonus for you. And I got some other surprises that you're going to like as well. But you won't know until you go and get your ticket now. All right? So let's do questions. Questions. So are there any questions about what was shared today from anybody? Any questions? Let me pull up my chair. Questions. And if you do have a question, what I'm going to ask you to do is to please turn on your camera, because I don't talk to blank names. I don't talk to black screens, all right? I talk to humans. So please turn on your camera so I can see who I'm talking to. And if you got a question, I would love to answer your question. I'll probably hang on to the bottom of the hour. So I'll hang on like another 5 minutes or so. You share, was this valuable what I shared today? Was this good? Yep. Awesome. All right, Kevin said yep. All right, so anybody got questions? Any questions or comments, feedback from anybody? Anybody, questions, comments, or feedback? something else I'm probably gonna share in the intensive too. I'm gonna share something else that's gonna be more eye opening on buyer timeline. There's just so much stuff I can share with you, but I'm limited with time in training here. But anybody else? Any questions, comments, thoughts, anything?
Well, Christopher, I just want to say thanks for the back and forth and our texting the last day or so. But
Yeah, what's up, Kevin?
appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. You already got your ticket, right, to the intensive?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Can't wait to see you there. Can't wait to see you there. All right. Anybody else? Questions, thoughts, comments about anything that was shared today? Who else got their ticket? Who already got their ticket? Everybody got their ticket? If you don't have your ticket, why not? I'm curious. If you don't have your ticket, why not? It's not that it's expensive at all. And if it was, it'd be worth it, right? Hey!
What I wanted to know is whether or not your system is automated or partly automated.
My rapid success system, like my main coaching program, or are you talking about?
I know somewhere I wrote, I can't find it right now, is that I thought I heard something about some system that you had and that
Yeah.
it produces a lot of people, and I just didn't understand. I wanted clarity on that.
Okay. Well, yeah. And oh, I'm good to see you again, Dr. Pierre. Dr. Pierre, you're one of our VIPs in the intensive, so looking forward to that. Yeah. Awesome. A portion of it is automated. It's going to become even more automated here real soon. So, yeah. So some things right now we have are automated, and yeah, I'm all about where we can save time because time is of the essence. So yeah, but yeah, so a lot of things more are going to be automated in the next couple of weeks, and so
Okay.
I'll share some of those. I'll probably share some of them insights in the VIP sessions with you guys in VIP. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
Thank you.
No problem. Anybody else? Questions, thoughts, comments, feedback, anything? So someone tell me something.
Okay. I have another question.
Uh-huh.
A lot of this revolves around ourselves. So there has to be some sort of improvement in our inner game
Yes.
because we are driving it. So there has to be some improvement in that. So we learn what are the kinds of things that's necessary or the mindset that's necessary in order to have that.
Oh yeah. Like that's one of the things that like all my clients when they get in my rapid success system, my very first module is dealing with that.
Okay.
A lot of stuff I talk about, I'm going to talk about it during the intensive. We're going to touch on that in the intensive. But yeah, you gotta, the Bible says, as a man think within himself, so is he, right? And
Mhm.
that be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of our mind in Romans 12:2, right? So our mindset is everything. I say 92.8% of success is mindset. This 92.8, the 7.2% to me are the strategies. Now, I make that number up myself, but I believe that to be true. And so mindset about money, mindset about investing, mindset about the way you see yourself, the mindset about, the way you see others, so mindset, dealing with limiting beliefs, dealing with, false beliefs, the right beliefs, how to deal with setbacks, disappointments, all those stuff is very important. And your habits, I say this, you're gonna hear me say this a lot. Your best thinking has you where you are today. That's that's a quote that I made up. Your best thinking has you where you are today. So where you are right now today, write down today's date, today's time, where you are right now in your life and in your business, your best thinking created it. Your best thinking. Not the man, not the cat, not the dog, not anybody else. So we got to accept that responsibility and realize, okay, I am where I am today. The amount of money I have access to is because of me. right? A lot of folks like to blame other people or come up with all these reasons or like really excuses or to try to tell, we like to tell ourselves rational lies. We rationalize where we are to make ourselves feel better. And unfortunately, when we do that, we can't change our situation. We're going to stay where we are and always tell ourselves what we can't do. I can't do this because I don't have the money. I can't do this because I don't have the time. That's a lie. Your mindset is telling you that. Your perception, your paradigm is telling you that. I don't have to have the money in my bank account to not have access to it. See, we don't lack resources. We like being resourceful because of the way we think. So thinking is everything. Yes, Amy, yeah. Thinking is everything. Thinking is everything. Dr. Pierre, so that's something that I'm a big proponent on mindset. So we dive into that intensive. You get in my Rapid Success System program, I got a whole module and other trainings if my client needs more to dedicate, because mindset is everything. You can have the greatest product and service in the world, but if you got stinking thinking, it won't even matter. How do you respond to setbacks? When things don't go, I always tell folks this. I tell folks, business is not easy, but it can be simple. Mm-hmm. When you got a system, you got mentoring, you got things in place, but it's never easy, because if it was easy, everyone would be successful, and we know most people are not. And most people are not has a lot to do with their paradigms and their way of thinking first, then the strategies, all that kind of stuff. So definitely. Did that answer your question?
Mm-hmm. Okay, one more.
No problem.
When we are identifying what our clients really need, because many times, not need, want and need, many times what they are thinking, what I find is that it's not really exactly what the problem is.
Yeah.
So we will learn about how do you know when it is for real?
Well, there's a saying that says you sell people what they want, but then you give them what they need. So in other words, if everyone knew what they truly wanted, or if everyone knew how to truly fix themselves, they would have done it already. Mm-hmm. Right? So some people might think, well, this is what I need right now. Well, you think you need that, but actually you might need this over here, but you sell them what they need. So, okay, I'm gonna give you this, but then once they get to working with you, that's when you give them what they you give them what they want, but that's when you give them what they truly need. That's gonna create long-term results for them.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
and do you find that you get a good reaction because they could say something like, I thought you told me this is what you were giving me, now you're giving me this?
Well, no, but then you got to explain it to them.
Okay.
Like I always explain everything to if I have someone like that, I don't have a lot, but if I got a client that may be like that, I will use my phrase. Understand this: you invested in this for a reason, and realize that your best thinking has created the results you have in your life right now. So let me ask you this: do you want new results? Of course, they're going to say yes. So if that's the case, logic would say new thinking is required to create new results first. New way of seeing things, new way of doing things. Because what's going to happen? You keep doing the same thing you've been doing, and so people don't really understand that. But you got to explain it to them. Then when someone be like, "Oh, okay, that does make sense." Look back over the last 10 years of your life. What has really changed? Mm-hmm. Not much. So that means that it's time to get some new habits now. New thinking first. Can form new habits. So yeah. So. Mm-hmm. Now, most people don't have a problem with that when you explain it to them. I mean, they begin to see big picture and realizing that, a lot of folks are afraid of change, but in order for them to get the result that they're after, some things have to change. But as long as you explain it to them in a way where they can see it, that's some stuff, we talk about too in the training.
Okay.
But yeah.
Just curious. This is new to me.
Oh, no, but those are great questions. Those are awesome questions, because those are stuff that you will face in coaching or consulting or whatever it is. Yeah, because your audience doesn't realize that their best thinking has them where they are today. They don't
Okay.
think that way.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes someone, like what's the saying? You can't see the forest from the trees, right? So I always tell folks, if you think you can fix your own problem, you would have done it already, right? So yeah, great questions. All right, well, hope you guys find this valuable. I'm gonna conclude it. Unless anybody else got a quick question. Everybody, hopefully everybody here is in. You got your ticket to the event, to the intensive. I look forward to working with you guys a lot more. It's going to be awesome, amazing experience for you guys. So I'm assuming if there are not any more questions, or everyone here everyone here in? Who's in? Everyone here is in? Yes, yes. All right. Who's not in? Okay. Who's not going to say anything? No matter what I ask, just not going to respond whatsoever. All right, well, hope you guys get in. I look forward to connecting with you guys. And if you're thinking that, well, Chris, I didn't enroll because you told me who this is not for, and one of the not fors was because you don't have an offer, I got something else I can send you that'll help you, begin to create an offer online. But other than that, if you guys fit the criteria who this is for, then I look forward to seeing you guys. We're actually doing a kickoff session on Sunday, and the training sessions will start on Monday. So you guys get in now, and you show up for our kickoff session on Sunday. It's going to be awesome.
And what time is going to be on Sunday?
2 p.m. Eastern.
2 p.m. what?
Yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Eastern, okay.
Yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Awesome.
Wonderful.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Hope you found this valuable. Look forward to you all next week inside the Get Clients Consistently Intensive. And any questions, feel free to connect with me, guys. You can reach me, DM me on Facebook, or shoot me an email or anything like that. All right. God bless you guys. See you later.
Okay.